Hello, this is Professor Scott Norman from Pittsburgh State University, and we're doing another alumni interview. Today we have Trent Bacon, who is a 2018 graduate from Pittsburgh State University, Automotive Technology. And so, Trent, hello, good evening. I'm glad you're here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the interview opportunity.
Well, you know what? I only pick my best students to interview. So again, thank you for agreeing to do this. The actual goal of these interviews is to allow high school students to see them, to see what type of career opportunities there are in the automotive industry. So we're trying to help out and trying to recruit the future leaders, obviously, of our industry. So let's start off by just where are you from? What did you do during the high school? Did you have any automotive experience before coming to PSU?
So yeah, I'm from Olathe, Kansas, and when I was in high school, there was a 2-year automotive program that I joined. It's called Olathe Advanced Technical Center. Pretty much what it is the fundamentals, very basic knowledge of automotive, but it just gave me a little bit of a head start before coming to Pitt State. But by no means anybody can join the automotive program at Pitt State. You don't have to have a high school program to do that. So.
Okay. Okay. Did you have any experience during high school working in a shop or anything like that, working out in the garage with your dad or any old vehicles or anything like that?
Not really. My dad's not hands-on whatsoever. My mom's a nurse, so they weren't into cars at all. And like basically my hands-on experience, I didn't have any. And so
okay.
I learned in high school a little bit through that program and then at Pitt as well.
Okay, great. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Well, what areas did you study while you were here at PSU?
So at Pitt State, I did the 4-year automotive program with the emphasis on diesel and heavy equipment. And then basically I'm continuing doing my master's, but with the undergraduate degree, it was diesel. And there's 7 emphasis areas, and I picked that just because I thought it would give me a little bit more options. It could stray away from pure automotive into more locomotive or marine or machinery and stuff like that. So I felt like it was a good choice for me.
Okay. Could you maybe just do a real brief overview of maybe the extra 7 diesel and heavy equipment courses that you took?
Okay, so yeah, the main courses that I took in diesel and heavy equipment were like advanced diesel engines, diesel engine fundamentals, failure analysis. There was a construction equipment class. There is basic hydraulics, and then advanced hydraulics. And then you also have on top of that all the automotive core courses, which is steering, suspension, air conditioning, electrical, brakes.
Yeah, everything everybody takes.
Yeah.
Same thing. Got it. Okay, great. So while you were working on your undergraduate degree, did you do any summer internships? Were you able to get any experience while you were going to school?
So yeah, I was pretty lucky. The summer after my sophomore year was my first internship with Rush Truck Center, and then that was in Olathe, Kansas. The next summer I had an internship with MHC, Murphy Hoffman Company in Olathe, Kansas, and then after I graduated, between my bachelor's and master's, I had an internship with Toyota in Plano, Texas. So that was more corporate, but
wow,
yeah, total of 3 internships. So I was pretty lucky with that. So.
Yeah. So then your first internship was a technician. Was that correct?
Yes.
Your second internship with MHC, was that a technician also?
That was also a technician.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe could you explain a little bit as far as what you did with Toyota during your third internship?
So yeah, Toyota was more corporate, and basically what it was dealing with was field quality issues with vehicles, whether that was coming from the plant, the supplier, the materials, the customer, or from an engineering aspect. So it was basically finding problems with vehicles and finding the root cause of where those issues are coming from. Sometimes they can just be simple failures, but most of the time you can trace them back to an engineer, a design problem, or a supplier issue, a wrong basically component, or maybe metal was casted wrong and it was weak. So a lot of stuff like that. So
okay,
it was a lot of quality control stuff.
Okay. And their world headquarters, or I'm sorry, their USA headquarters is in Texas, you said?
Yeah, it's in Plano, Texas now.
Okay, yeah. Isn't that a pretty new facility there?
Yeah, it's about 4 years old. They moved
Wow.
people from California and oh, I think Georgetown, Kentucky, and they merged them there. So
Okay, well, that's kind of a nice area of the country to be at too. So that's
yeah,
an up and growing area. So
yep.
okay, so you graduated in 2018. So what did you do after your undergraduate graduation? What did you decide to do next?
So basically, I can answer what I'm about to do in May, if that's what you.
Well, you could talk a little bit about maybe your graduate work and your graduate
Oh yeah,
degree. Yeah.
sure. Okay. So after I graduated the bachelor's degree, I was able to be a grad assistant, and they help pay for school. So it's a pretty good opportunity that Pitt State gives students, and they covered my tuition. So as a grad assistant, I worked in the diesel lab, and there's also automotive grad assistants. So I dealt with mainly the heavy equipment in the diesel lab and helping students with labs or proctoring tests or helping some students with homework and stuff like that. But mainly I was in the lab a lot, and that gave me a lot of hands-on experience too with like dozers and motor graders and stuff that I hadn't had hands-on experience with prior. So
Okay. And what is your master's degree in currently?
it's a master's of science and technology, and the emphasis is automotive technology. So
Excellent.
I get 3 extra automotive classes pretty much.
Okay, excellent. Well, that sounds a lot of fun. So then you're getting ready to graduate your master's degree in May here. So just in another, what, 4 weeks or something like that. So what's your plans after that?
Yep. So in 4 weeks, if everything keeps going as planned, I'll be working for AGCO as a technical service specialist, and that's in Hesston, Kansas. So it's not in Detroit or a big city, but there are some options around here too. So as a technical service specialist, I'll be helping with combines and harvesting equipment, kind of what I was doing at Toyota, but more problem solving and helping technicians find answers to problems that might be out of their control or they don't have resources to find. So
Okay, and for people who maybe not aware of the AGCO brand, their farming equipment. So what type of farm equipment do they sell?
so they sell pretty much everything from like feeding livestock to actual machines, and the company's a merger of the older companies Allison and Gleaner. And so pretty much everything from tractors to harvesters to combines
Okay.
to sprayers, everything. And so not really competitive completely with like John Deere and stuff, but they do a lot of the same stuff. And so
Well, that sounds like neat. And boy, it sounds like if you're from Kansas and you're into farming equipment, that's a company for
exactly.
you, man.
Yeah, and that's not even my background. I grew up in Kansas City, and I still can go there. So it's a big plus if somebody grew up in a small town farming. So
Yeah, by all means. Okay. So what advice do you have for, a high school student, maybe a senior getting ready to graduate, thinking of automotive technology? What type of advice do you, maybe if you were giving yourself advice back when you were that senior graduating?
it's a tough question because it's kind of you could do a lot of things with it, but just realize that automotive technology has a lot. There's more paths than it looks like. You don't have to be a technician, or you don't have to work at a plant to assemble stuff. You can branch out a lot of that, and because just within the automotive emphasis alone, there's about 7 areas you could choose from. So I would say if you have an interest in it, then you can make out of yourself what you want. And as long as you work hard and have fun with it and maintain your interest, then you can work anywhere that's related to automotive, not strictly automotive. So I think the biggest thing is just working hard in college and doing your best at it. And you don't have to be perfect at it, but just giving a constant effort while you're in college will pay off big time. So.
Okay. Yeah, and I think it's kind of neat how you made in high school. You were probably thinking just automotive is all you were, and then when you came in, you're thinking, well, diesel and heavy equipment, maybe a trucking company, and here you are now working for a farming company. So there's so many different branches of the tree of automotive technology. So you're right, there's thousands of jobs out there. So yeah, what I think would be really cool is that if we could try to interview you again a year from now, So you have a whole year in your new position with AGCO. That way you can maybe talk to us about how it was being a brand new person going into the automotive industry and kind of how that felt your first year. So
Yeah, for sure. I'd probably know a little more about the job then, and for sure, yeah.
okay, well, great.
Yeah.
Well, good luck in 4 weeks at graduation. Good luck with your new job, and I guess you're going to be moving to Hesston, Kansas in 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, we'll be moving to Newton, Kansas, so
Okay.
it's pretty close to there. Smaller than where I grew up, but that's all right. So,
Okay. Well, Trent, thank you for your time, and all the best to you.
no problem. Thanks for the
Okay.
interview.
See you later. Bye.
See ya.